introduce you towards our guest. First of all, I would like to call upon on the dais Mr. Hamid Sahab, who is the career counselor of Siyasat. So I please welcome him on the dais. So please welcome and give the applause Mr. Hamid Sahab. Please have a seat. So next I would like to call upon Mr. Sayyid Mustafa Ali Sahab, who is the Senior MEP Design Engineer of Saudi Arabia PSC. Now I would like to call upon Janaab Sayyid Ghulam Ali Sahab, Director of the Center for Engineering and Software Services of Gujarat. Please welcome him. And last, I would like to call upon on the dais Mr. Wasir, admin in charge of the center now on the dais. Please welcome. Now I welcome Mr. Muhammad Shoaib, who is the student of final year. Please have and recite the few verses of Holy Quran. Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Shoaib.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلا صدق ولا صلى ولكن كذب وتولى ثم ذهب إلى أهله يتمطى أولى لك فأولى ثم أولى لك فأولى أيحسب الإنسان أن يترك سدى ألم يكن نطفة من مني يمنى ثم كان علقة فخلق فسوى فجعل منه الزوجين الذكر والأنثى أليس ذلك بقادر على أن يحيي الموتى صدق الله العظيم.
So after this, I would like to call upon Janaab Hamid Sahab to give the introduction words.
Today, our system has yesterday, there are some technologies, MEP, nowadays, of engineering related diploma, particularly the two branches, mechanical and electrical. I can know that Sri Mustafa Ali Sahab, Sri Ghulam Ali Sahab, and Radha Devaya, and I welcome all of you for coming this report and the full cooperation associated from the education and direction as a techno. And today the main focus is on development project and lecture on the subject. Once again, I Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your precious advices and words. So now I would like to call upon Mr. Syed Munawar Ali Sahab, Director of SM Techno Engineering and Software Services. Please give your words.
First of all, I'm very much thankful to CSF and especially Mr. Ramesh sir, this career counselor. And today we are going to present about Revit MEP, the future of construction. And this is very much helpful for the candidate who is involved in the building services, who belongs to mechanical, electrical, or this civil side, etc. So just in few minutes we'll start the session. And once again, very much thankful to Mr. Ramesh sir who has given the opportunity to to present this seminar. And I'm sure this will be very much benefit for you. And you'll get the detail about this Revit software and especially about the BIM concept. Fine. Thank you.
So now, once again, I heartily welcome you for this ceremony, and also I very much thankful from the bottom of my heart to Mr. Amir Sahab, Career Counselor, Siyasat and Director at IGS, for giving this opportunity to us to present something before you. And also, I would like to start with this, that "Ay Asman teri hade bata, ay Asman teri hade bata, मैं इसी के पार जाना चाहता हूँ, ay आसमान तेरी हदे बता, मैं इसी के पार जाना चाहता हूँ, फासले कितने भी बड़े हों, फासले कितने भी बड़े हों, मैं इन्हें मिटाना चाहता हूँ और मैं अपना करियर बनाना चाहता हूँ." So for this effective words, and then I welcome Hamid Sahab and I request Mr. Syed Munawar Ali Sahab to present the memento to Mr. Hamid Sahab. So please present the memento to Mr. Hamid Sahab. Now I request Mr. Fakhruddin Basir Sahab to present a memento to Mr. Syed Mustafa Ali Sahab. I present the bouquet to Mr. Syed Munawar Ali Sahab. So just first of all, I would like to give a brief thanks to SM Techno members also who have came here and just giving it this lecture or workshop. Say the few words regarding SM Techno, that Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Almighty Allah, this SM Techno Engineering and Software Services has established in 2008 and also has trained more than 2,000 plus successful candidates in the services of building sector. And also this SM Techno Engineering and Software Services has not only trained the candidates like students, they have also trained the professionals who are in field like experienced candidates. Like they have trained and they have made them a professionals who have came from Saudi, who have came from Dubai, who have came from the rest of the parts of the world, including Qatar and all. and also many different part of the cities like Hyderabad, Kolkata, Chennai, West Bengal, and the remaining parts of India as well, and including the candidates who have came from the same areas. So Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Almighty Allah, more than 80% of the candidates has made their success in life by taking a training over in SM Techno Engineering and Software Services. So and also this SM Techno have the great membership of American Society, that is ASHRAE, and also the Indian Society of Heating, Ventilating and Refrigerating Engineers, like ISHRAE. So which will continue to the membership of IGBCs, and inshallah ISO membership will be followed with it, inshallah within a week. So next, I would like to bring you a kind notice that Alhamdulillah in Hyderabad city, this is the training center who has started first Revit MEP concept here in Hyderabad. And also SM Techno has a privilege that they have started the online training, that to digital based training online, live training in Hyderabad city. Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Almighty, we have a branch of SM Techno near Mauzamjai Market, means beside your Karachi Bakery, nearby Karachi Bakery. So just one thing I will need to make a note for you, that 3 moments that you cannot recover in a life. Those 3 moments, what are important is the word after what it said, the moment after you missed, and the time after it has gone to you. So just make the use of precious time, what it has been adopted to you, utilizes the time, utilizes this workshop, and just try to make up and try to cope up with this career and make a blooming and wonderful career for you. Alhamdulillah, this workshop what you are waiting for, inshallah this will deals with completely the concept of Revit. So first of all, Revit is nothing but it is a BIM concept which works on and try to achieve BIMs. That is building information modeling. So here BIM concept is nothing but which involves MEP sector, that means mechanical, electrical and plumbing. That also here totally this Revit concept has 4 modules. First module is nothing but your HVAC side, second module is electrical, third module is plumbing and firefighting, and fourth and last module is detailing. So here in this complete brief introduction will be there, and inshallah you will be doing some of the examples like how to make a duct, how to make a pipe designing, how to make a lighting layout, how to make a power layout, and also water system and drainage system, which will be followed by your sprinkler system. And then this program will be concluded with your detailing and drafting part, which and 3D modeling, which is very important, which we can use with the help of Revit. So inshallah, the job opportunities, the career sectors, and all for this Revit has a very blooming career and wonderful career aspect as far as the building services is concerned. So for this career concept and what is MEP, the complete concept of MEP will be presented by our respected guest who has came from Saudi Arabia all over, who has having a more than 15-year plus experience in the building services. That is in the part of electrical, mechanical and plumbing. So now I request Mr. Syed Mustafa Ali Sahab to present a complete brief introduction regarding this MEP sector. So please welcome, and I am very much thankful once again for giving this support. Thank you.
Always called as a building services engineering. As we all know that after completion of the mechanical engineering graduation and or a diploma holder, the people are always in a very difficult satisfaction of the job in terms of the money. So I'm not saying that MEP is the only branch that we have to assume after the graduation. There are a lot of branches, but I would say MEP is the most demanding branch because there is a lot of demand for MEP professionals all over the world, particularly in the Gulf countries. And there is a lot of demand and there are good salaries as well. And in terms of job satisfaction, this is a very noble profession. If you look at MEP, there are various branches in MEP as well. We can go for design, installation, commissioning and project management. There are several branches. So based on the interest, we can think about which branch would be most suitable for you, and accordingly we can go ahead with the training program. This is the main purpose of the training program, to make you aware what is MEP and what are its advantages and how we can proceed our career after the graduation. So as I told you that mechanical engineering is a very vast field, and MEP is one of the branch we can pursue after the graduation, which is more demanding. MEP is also called as building services engineer. If you go to UK or America, we don't call it as MEP, we call it as a building services engineering. So building services engineering is an interdisciplinary profession, and basically it involves, as I told you, specification, design, installation and management of all the engineering services associated with the built environment. With the growing complexity of the engineering services in the modern buildings and the significance of the energy conservation and emission control, the role of building services engineer or MEP engineer is becoming increasingly important nowadays. As I told you, the complexity in the design is increasing day by day because we need to comply a lot of requirement. It's not a simple designing. We need to comply a lot of requirement along with the design. What are those requirements? First thing is energy conservation. While we design, we have to think about the energy conservation. The design must be sustainable as well as energy efficient. And also, we need to think about the emission controls. There are a lot of regulations in the developed countries that your design will not be accepted unless you comply with certain regulations. What are those regulations? One of them is the energy conservation, and another is the emission, carbon emission. Because there is a lot of problem going on in the atmosphere. You might have heard about the global warming. How many of you are aware about the global warming? Can you relate to it? Yeah. So now we have to think about the carbon emissions before we design any system. In India, there are no regulations at the moment, but in future we may have some regulations that will be imposed by the government. But in America and United Kingdom, there are regulations are already in place. So when you design something, that will be sent to the regulating authorities, building professionals. So those authorities will review your design, and if it is complying to the building regulation requirement, and if your design is sustainable, energy efficient, and it is not giving a lot of carbon emissions, then only your design will be accepted and you can move ahead with the construction of those buildings. So similarly, as I told you, the design process is getting more complicated. That's why the demand of building services professionals are increasing nowadays. The building services professionals are in great demand because of the complexity in the design. The design is no more simple nowadays, because we have to comply a lot of requirements. You know, the aim of training program at SM Techno is to respond to the worldwide demand for building services engineers, particularly in the Gulf region, to have a sound knowledge of engineering principles and the ability to apply this knowledge to the complex situations prevailing within the building services industry. So as I told you, our aim at SM Techno, we want to provide a very professional training in MEP so that you guys will be more challenging and more competent when you go outside and you do the job in a very competent manner and very successful manner. A lot of facilities to the engineers and traffic people you can visualize the design in a 3D as well as evaluate the design in a very time, you can do everything in a very short time. That is the main purpose of the Revit. And I am not going to talk more about Revit. Sayyid Munawar Ali is going to talk about you, and he will tell you in detail about overall.
And I also welcome Mr. Muhammad Mohit Saab, who is the secretary and the respondent of Mastermind Group of Institutions. So, and I request to say once again, Sayyid Munawar Ali Saab to present a bouquet to Mr. Mohit Saab. वो ज़माने में मुअज़्ज़िज़ थे मुसलमान होकर, वो ज़माने में मुअज़्ज़िज़ थे मुसलमान होकर, और तुम खुद हुए तारके खुरा होकर, और तुम खर्क हुए तारके खुरा होकर. So thank you very much. After this Ashar of Allama Iqbal, I would like to request Mr. Sayyid Munawar Ali Sahab to please complete the brief introduction regarding the Revit workshop, what you are waiting for. So I respectfully welcome Sayyid Munawar Ali Sahab, Director of SM Techno Engineering and Software Services, to give you the complete brief introduction and regarding words for the Revit workshop and the complete Revit program. Thank you very much.
Just give me 2 minutes. Let me set this projector. Involved in HVAC or electrical or plumbing fabricating service. Please raise your hand. Yeah. So already you decided to be in the field, this MEP. Okay, and so today I am going to present about Revit MEP. Did you heard about this Revit MEP? Anything? Any of you? Okay, so I will present this Revit MEP. And before starting Revit MEP, I'll help you to understand what is BIM, the BIM concept. So for that I'll start, or I'll play one small video clip. With that you can able to understand what is BIM concept. Because without BIM concept, if you talk about Revit, means a body without soul. So Revit is a concept, BIM is a concept, and Revit is a software that try to achieve the BIM. Okay, so Revit MEP is a software from Autodesk, and that work on BIM concept. So before knowing this BIM concept, it is difficult for you to understand this Revit MEP. So I'll show you one video clip so that you'll get the idea. When you watch this clip, you'll get some idea about BIM. Then you can understand about Revit. So please, somebody help me. Take the mic. No, please.
What is BIM? BIM is very much talked about in the building industry. What is it really? What is it used for? And who should use it? Some say BIM is a type of software. Some say BIM is the 3D model of buildings. Others say BIM is a process where the BIM is nothing more than an organized collection of all building data. BIM is all of the above and more.
You see?
Now let's see BIM explained in layman's terms.
BIM is a software. BIM deal with the design. BIM deal with the drafting and above all.
When it comes to BIM, everything begins with a 3D digital building model. This model, however, is more than just simple geometry and some interesting textures added to it for visualization.
You see, the concept of BIM, before doing in actual, we'll do in a virtual. For example, if you are moving to a particular place, or you want to go in a particular area and you don't know the location. So I think most of the people use what? Any service? GPS. It's very common now. So before starting to your destination, what you'll do? You'll set the GPS, and before moving there or before starting, you'll get the route in a virtual way. So before doing actual, we are doing virtual. So what advantage with this? One can save the time, one can save the energy, so a lot of advantage. So in the same way, if you talk about BIM, before doing actual, we're doing a virtual. So what are the problems going to happen in actual that can be rectify at the time of design stage. So one can save the energy, one can save the initial cost, and lot of advantage. So you see, in left side it's a virtual and right side is an actual. So before doing actual, we'll do in virtual and we'll find out the issues at the time of design stage only.
The BIM model consists of the virtual equivalents of the actual building sections used to create a building. These intelligent elements are the digital prototype of the physical building elements such as walls, columns, windows, doors, stairs, etc. that allow us to simulate the building and understand its behavior before the actual construction.
Those who belong, the location of the project is very important. Based on the location, you'll get the latitude, longitude, elevation and weather condition, and that is very important for load calculation. So in this excuse me, in this concept, what we'll do, we can directly find out the location using Google Mapping Service, and the software will exactly extract the information related to the building, like latitude, longitude, which is required for solar load calculation.
To begins. Now let's see what a BIM model can be useful for. 3D visualization.
You see, the first advantage or the option in BIM is 3D visualization. As I told at the beginning, we are not dealing with the drawing, we are dealing with the 3D intelligent component. So in BIM, we are dealing with 3D component, we are dealing with the modeling.
Your BIM model helps you design decisions by comparing various design alternatives and for selling your design to your client, the local community, and other stakeholders as well. Change management.
This also second advantage, the second option in BIM. If you are aware of this CAD, I believe most of the people are aware of this CAD. If you are taking plans or if you change anything in plan, will section will update automatically? No. But in BIM concept, because we are dealing with the 3D model, for example, if you take this model, if I change anything from top view, the side will change, this side will change, this side will change. So since we are dealing with the 3D modeling, so if you change in plan, automatically section, elevation, all the views get updated. Because we are dealing with the 3D modeling, we are dealing with the intelligent model. So change management is also very helpful, and if you update one view, all the views get updated, no need to update manually. Next.
Since data is stored in a central place in a BIM model, any modifications to the building design will be
You see, one window is placed in the elevation, that is updated in the section as well as in floor.
automatically replicated in each view, such as floor plans, sections, and elevations. This not only helps in creating
See, change in one plan will update in all the areas.
the documentation faster, but also provides stringent quality assurance by automatic coordination of the different views.
I think you are designing in an efficient way. Saving the energy is required. So the BIM concept will help you to deal with building simulation, nothing but energy analysis. That also included in BIM.
Simulation. BIM models contain more than just architectural data. Information about the different engineering disciplines.
You see, one more big advantage with the BIM. Coordination is accurate, and coordination point of view, BIM is an excellent concept. You see, left side is a structure, all is get coordinated, and that concept you can get with the BIM only.
And other characteristics can be easily. Data management.
This is also very useful. Data management is very useful at the time of material takeoff. I think you know the procedure. First, design is going to happen. After that, estimation. Then only installation is possible. And at the time of estimation, or we can call material takeoff, if you are using CAD, the conventional option, we are going to read the CAD layout and extracting the option manually and make the list. And that information we are going to send to the procurement department or to the store. But in concept of Revit, because we are dealing with the model, the registry will be there inside the software. Or we can say in BIM, the database is one. So if you use any component or any 3D intelligent component in the software, that will have the registry, and that registry will helpful at the time of extracting the information which is required for material takeoff. So material takeoff, nothing but estimation is very easy and very accurate in case of piping especially, because in piping small fitting is very difficult to extract from the layout or from the CAD, but here you can expect the 100% accuracy. So this is also one major advantage with BIM.
BIM contains information that is not visually represented at all. Scheduling information, for example, clarifies the necessary manpower, coordination, and anything that might affect the outcome of the project schedule.
You see, BIM is not only for design, not only for execution, this is also for planning, the concept of BIM. But till now, this option is not available in Revit. But in future it may, but except this option, all the options are you can expect in Revit software.
Cost is also a part of BIM that allows us to see what the budget or estimated cost of a project might be at any given point in time during the project. Needless to say, the data put in a BIM model is not only useful during the design and construction phase of
Here I want to add one more point. BIM is not for starting to end. BIM is a concept for complete life cycle of the building, including the services. Means BIM is also used at the time of maintenance. How it is possible? I will give you one example. One of my candidates is working in Qatar, and his company got the job to replace the fire-fighting pump which was installed 15 years back. But when he visited to extract the information from the nameplate, he is not able to find because that was rusted. So what the company did, they calculate the complete head for that building, and finally they find out the capacity of pump and they install. But if you have this concept, or if you have Revit, after 10 years, after 20 years, or even after 50 years, if you have the project, simply we can click on that component, we'll get the complete information. That information is helpful for maintenance, to replace the equipment, and to do that option very easily. So BIM is not only for designing, not only for drafting, not only for this material takeoff, it can also helpful at the time of maintenance. And one company in Gulf, what they did, they add up or they use a third-party software with Revit, and they are also using for BMS, building management system, for control system. So that also possible. So now we can think about this BIM. And if you are thinking about BIM means you are talking about, or you are thinking about what? Revit. So I think you got the idea about the BIM. So before moving to next, or before moving to this Revit software, if you have any question, you can ask, so that I'll move to the next option. Pardon? Can you be louder? Disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. So before advantage, you want me to speak about disadvantage. Then people will get tired. Okay, anyhow, I'll give you. Disadvantage, presently BIM required high configuration of system. Means minimum 4 GB of RAM and a good processor like i3, i5, and presently it is common now in market. Okay, as you asked, I'll give you an introduction for Revit or BIM. BIM is not a new concept. It is almost from last 10 to 12 years, before 10 to 12 years used in US. In India or in Gulf, now it is becoming popular. But from last 10 years, the people are Western people or Western countries, they are using. And previously it is known as ABS, Autonomous Building System. So at that time, this software did not get the popularity because of the same reason, because of the hardware capability. Means we required a high configuration system like a server. At that time 2 GB or even 1 GB also, 1 GB RAM also, very high configuration. So because of that, it was not that much popular at the time. But what the Autodesk people do, in 2006, they introduced this ABS with a new name, that is Revit. And from that point, the people come to know about this. And again 2 years or 3 years, people not adopted, but 2010 is the turning point for this Revit MEP. And because 2010 means 1 GB, 2 GB, or for companies up to 16 GB is becoming common. So they adopted this software, and till that time some increase in manpower also. So that is the main drawback about the Revit, because this software, this hardware capability. But nowadays the companies are using 64 GB of RAM. Yeah. Any more questions? And Revit is a software try to achieve the BIM. Okay. And in BIM you will find the 3D modeling, data management, designing, drafting, this metal takeoff, etc. Okay. But don't worry, I am going to talk about Revit. If I talk about Revit means you can understand BIM also. Okay. So before starting, let me give you the brief idea about the modules. What are the modules I am going to present today? After that, we'll talk about the special features or the advanced features. Then I'll start the HVAC module. So you can see on screen the first module in Revit MEP is HVAC module, and in this you will find load calculation. I am talking about the major parts only, not in detail. So we'll talk about this load calculation, ducting and piping. This is module 1, and especially for mechanical people. Next, module 2 is for electrical people, and in this we talk about lighting layout, power layout and panel schedule. And most of the people have this confusion. I belong to mechanical, whether electrical is required for me. I think most of the people have this confusion. Or mechanical people have confusion. I belong to mechanical, electrical is required for me, or electrical people have the same confusion. You see, for mechanical people, electrical is very important, and for electrical people also mechanical is very useful. Why? Because we are dealing with the services, and all these services under one roof, above the false ceiling. And for coordination point of view, as a mechanical you must know about other services, as an electrical you must know about this HVAC. And because of that, this software, Revit HVAC or Revit electrical, etc. So because coordination point of view, this is very useful. So next module is electrical, and after that we'll talk about in module 3 plumbing and firefighting. And finally we'll talk about detailing, which is required for shop drawing, documentation and dimensioning, and above all is families. Families nothing but we are talking about the 3D intelligent component. Which component is going to use at the time of design. For example, if you talk about HVAC, AHU or air handling unit, we are going to use at the time of design. So how we got that AHU or a 3D model? That is preparing the family. And again, if you talk about electrical side, we are going to use electrical panel, 3-phase or 2-phase, single phase or 3-phase, and we are going to use in the project. And that is not just a drawing, it's a 3D model with all the properties. But how we got this? Based on the families. So families is nothing but virtual manufacturing of the components of the devices which is going to be used in the project. And if you talk about the job side also, the family will have 20% weightage out of 100. Okay, so these are the 4 modules. I'll give you the overview of this 4 module in today. What is Revit? So how many people know about Autodesk? Please raise the hand. Autodesk. Raise the hand. Yeah, please. No, only 2 people. Okay, how many people know AutoCAD? Yeah, almost all. So AutoCAD is from Autodesk. Autodesk is a company, US based, and they are introducing or they are dealing with research and development, and they are producing this software. So AutoCAD in 90s it was very popular. In 90s AutoCAD, with the AutoCAD we got the revolution. Before that the people are using manual. With AutoCAD in starting of 90s, and many companies adopted, and they saved a lot of time and they maintain the accuracy, etc. Now again the same time, the same revolution. So now we have the option Revit MEP, and with this we can save time, we can maintain the accuracy, we can deal with the design. That is a major point, because in AutoCAD design is not possible, but in Revit design is possible. So I will give you in this presentation you will get about this Revit software. So Revit is from Autodesk, and in market you will find the similar software like Revit, like Bentley Mechanical, like Archicad, MagicCAD, etc. but above all is Revit. Why? Because Revit is from Autodesk, first reason, and Revit is very user friendly compared to any other software in the class. And apart from that, if you talk about Revit, you will find the maximum families, maximum components in Revit compared to Bentley Mechanical or other options. So Revit is a software from Autodesk which tried to achieve the BIM. Almost 80% it is achieved, yet just planning and this manpower, all this option is left. Inshallah in future it may update. So you watch on screen now. As a tool, BIM is a concept for coordination, and the same option you will find in Revit. You can see on the top the architectural building. It's a 3D architectural building, and right side structural side and left side MEP. And you can see all are interconnected. Any change in the architecture will update in MEP, and as per that updation, the services will update. And similarly, any change in services, the structural people update their design. So everything is interrelated in Revit MEP. So it's the best tool till date for coordination point of view. So as you can see, the first option, coordination between MEP service. So if you talk about coordination, this is the best tool in the market. And presently, we are not dealing with a small project or normal project. We are dealing with a very big high-rise project or high-rise building, and with all detailed services. So that is very complex. So that is difficult with a manual or with a CAD drawing. So with this software, one can achieve that option very comfortably with detailed coordination. So coordination point of view, you can expect the best result from Revit MEP. Second option you can see, that is operation of software is parametric. What is parametric? How many people belongs to mechanical in this room? Please. Electrical people? Others? Okay. So I think you know fluid mechanics is common to all the fluid mechanics. And I think you know the simple equation Q equal to AV, where Q is a flow and A is the cross section area and V is a velocity. So these are the three parameters. If you change any of this parameter, the result will change. Suppose if I change the velocity, what happened to area? If I increase the velocity, keeping the constant Q, I'll write here. Suppose Q equal to AV, and here Q is a flow, A is a cross section area, and V is a velocity. Suppose Q I am going to maintain constant, and I am increasing the velocity. What happened to cross section area? What? Decreases, because velocity is inversely proportional to area. So these are the parameters now. With this area and velocity parameter, you can get the Q. Or if you keep Q constant, the other will change. So this is a simple example, or else I'll give you very simple for a general candidate. Here 2 plus 2 is what? I think this you know. And similarly, if I change the parameter, what happened to result? 5. So if I change one parameter, it will change. In the same way, Revit also work with a parametric engine. If anything change, what happened to other option? What happened to other parameter? Automatically, the Revit will change and update the design. If not, if clashes with the other service, it will show you the error, you need to do manually. So Revit work on parametric engine, because inside complete calculation, equations, standards are inbuilt with the software. You can expect ASTE standard with Revit. You can expect this IPC International Plumbing Code, NFPA codes, etc. So that automatically the Revit can deal with the parametric engine. Next you can see on screen, Revit is a software not for drafting. Many people have this confusion. Just take out that point from your mind. Revit is not just for drawing. No, it's not an updated version of CAD. It is first for design. You can see design means calculation. So complete calculation you can deal in this Revit. You can do load calculation for HVAC, duct designing, pipe designing. No separate software is required. And if you talk about electrical side, lighting load, power load, panel schedule, and apart from that, plumbing, fire fitting, complete designing you can expect in this software. So first is for design. Second, you can go for drafting also, and very easy and more accurate compared to CAD. Suppose CAD, if you are taking 1 hour to complete the job, then Revit only 15 minutes you can complete the job. So it's a very time saving option. And next we can go for schedules. As I told you at the beginning, metal takeoff. So whenever we require the metal takeoff information or list about the material, one can find out as per the required building project. Next option, as I told just now, load calculation. You can see on screen, load calculation and energy analysis. How many people are aware of this HAP software, hourly analysis program? HAP? No? You see, if you talk about load calculation, till in today's day, HAP is very popular in market for load calculation. But if you talk about Revit, in Revit you will find the load calculation more advanced and more detailed, and it's just a part of Revit. Okay. Next we can go for energy analysis. As I told, for building services or building analysis. Yeah, please have a seat. I think people know this, duct sizer or pipe sizer. Separate duct sizer, pipe sizer is not required. The Revit inbuilt will have the duct sizer and pipe sizer. And if you know about duct sizing method, like equal friction method or velocity method or static rigging method, the most accurate method, most commonly not used in market because static rigging is a time consuming method. But in Revit, we can go for static rigging method also in seconds. Next, auto layout of duct and pipe routing. If you talk about duct routing, I'll show you in the next session. At present, I'm just showing the major features. So if you talk about duct routing and pipe routing, you'll get two options in Revit. One can go for auto layout or else manual. I'll show you in the session how to deal with the auto layout as well as the manual ducting. And the Revit will offer you almost 6 to 7 different possible routes. And with that route, as per the site condition, as per your experience, one can finalize the route. And that with that also we can save a lot of time. Next option, the second last people, can you see the second last point? Last row, visible? You see, logical and physical system. In Revit, when you take any component and use in the project, you must connect with the system. For example, diffusers, which will supply the air into the conditioning space. Mechanical people, those who are already in HVAC know that. But for other people, diffuser, you will find in the fall ceiling, which will supply the air into the conditioning space. If you place the diffuser, you must connect logically with the AHU, which will supply the air. Then only duct designing is possible. So not only this, if you talk about light fixture, all of you know that, normally in the fall ceiling. If you place light fixture, you must connect that light fixture logically to the system. Then only physical connectivity is possible and the design is possible. So if you talk about Revit, in Revit first of all we'll deal with the logical connection, then physical connection, and because of that design is possible. Next, index route analysis, especially for this pump selection and fan selection. Those who are aware of this. And pump selection and fan selection is one of the lengthy tasks if you are dealing with the conventional method. But with the Revit, within second one can find the complete index route for piping to select the pump and for ducting to select the fan. Next, walkthrough. You see, in actual practice, if you are dealing with a job, after your project or in between your project, the client will ask some presentation, how it will be after installation, how it will be the design, because he don't know or it don't involve completely in technical side. So one can show the walkthrough. I'll show you one walkthrough in between the session. Walkthrough means after installation or after designing. Installation means I'm not talking about on-site. I'm talking about virtual installation. So in virtual installation, after doing the design, one can set the camera and one can walk and it will capture everything. That will be very much helpful for client presentation. Within second we can generate that. And the same option will take longer time in 3D Max. Next, all 3D views, nothing but completely modeling we are doing in Revit. Next, filling section in second. If you are aware of CAD and if you are aware of this drawing, I think you know how much time it will take to create the section. After making the plan, if you talk about mechanical side, electrical side or civil, even civil side, after making the plan, we'll cut and we'll prepare the section. And preparing section means you need to visualize, then only you can prepare. But here we are dealing with the 3D model. Just I need to cut, change the view, you'll get the section. So you'll get the section in second, and 100% section you can expect for your project. Where you want section you can cut and you can take the view, and that is very helpful at the time of installation point of view. Next.